If you have an old house like ours and you want to install a new window, this is how you do it. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to check our sill for level, and then we're going to install our shims. And the reason we were putting the window on the shims is to allow a gap for our spray foam. If you put the window right on the sill, firstly, this isn't fully level. We're using 1/2-inch plywood here on the left and in the center, and then 3/4 on the right side to even it out so that it's level. Our window is going to sit on it, and then we're just going to take our spray foam once it's installed. It's going to be nicely sealed. So this gap will allow your gun to get right in there and your spray foam to go along the sill. Now, a lot of frames come with pre-drilled holes. Ours don't, so Ryan is in the process now of just pre-drilling our holes for our screws. We're just following the specs, the installation requirements for this window company, which means they should be at least 6 inches from the corners.
It's small, so.
It's small. You got your end?
Yep.
Almost in. Yeah. So we've dry fitted our window and we removed our shims, and now we're going to apply the membrane. The first thing we're going to do is measure the width of our sill, and we're going to add another 6 inches on the left and the right, and that is just so the waterproofing membrane can go up along the sides. It's just measuring up from the corner, just lining it up. We want a minimum of 6 inches, and that's what we got. It's just pressing it into the corner. We want a nice, good seal, and just rubbing it so it adheres well to the frame. And then it has a little sticky backing, and just removing that along the side. And then Ryan's just going to take his knife and he's going to score the membrane. Okay. All right, so we've pulled apart our vinyl, we've removed some of the screws, and now what we're going to do is fold our membrane in behind our siding. And again, we will be finishing this, but just not today. Our crew's coming back. In go our 3/4 shims there, and next up, 1/2 inch. Oh, that's way more room. You want to make sure that someone is outside, of course, so your window doesn't fall to the ground. It's all right. And you also want someone on the inside to make some adjustments for you. All right, beauty. Okay, just going to shim out at the top because it is down a bit, so we're just going to pull it tight again, and we're going to pre-drill and screw and then spray foam. So we have a bit of a gap here. Once we screw it in, it's going to be perfectly level on the sill. So you do not want that bow, you want it flat. Once you put your casing on there, your trim, it's really going to become apparent. So make sure you do screw it down. So we're just going to make sure that everything's level. See, we're looking for 2.5 in the corner. We're using a laser level here. And then in the center again, 2.5. And then 2.5. So we have a perfectly level window. If you don't have a laser level, just use your regular level. Before you get your window in place, you always want to check your corners to make sure that it's flush with the drywall. You want to keep in mind that you're going to be finishing this with casing, so you want to make sure that it is flush all the way around your window. It's going to save you aggravation when it comes to finishing. Once our final screw is in place, we're just going to make sure, again, check for level. That's exactly what you want. That makes a girl happy.